Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So straight into the action. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right person...
Takes a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Pete.
Brazil are already chasing. David Villa! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Might be danger here. And this is Ronaldinho. And the shots! Oh, the ball, that's another chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal! Nearly, but not quite.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Kovacic. Oh, that's nice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ronaldo. And that is expertly dealt with. Referee has just said play on. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Messi. Now it's Zico. David Villa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Messi. Ronaldinho promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Messi. Kovacic does well to get it back. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a sharp pass. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Ronaldo. He's found a way for chance! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Seedorf. Lahm. Now it's Del Piero. It's Zico! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has not gone well. Now it's Villa. Now it's Messi. Pedri. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a promising build-up. And he is deftly away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Baresi. Zico. Seedorf. Baresi. And it's Seedorf. It's Seedorf. Zico. Now it's Messi. To Kovacic. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
It could be trouble. Cristiano Ronaldo! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Thuram. Yamal. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Del Piero.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Baresi. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, good read. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's got away. Oh, he's on the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is indeed the final act. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So off we go again. Brazil changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Maldini. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And it's Zico. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Del Piero. Shoots! Just too high.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Thuram looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Lam to Maldini. Thuram. Zico running with the ball. Now it's Villa. Beckenbauer.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
And Del Piero! And somehow he kept it out.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And the keeper beats it away. And there's the shot! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Messi. Looking for options for Cristiano Ronaldo! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Lam. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Maldini. Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. Beckenbauer. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Lam. Baresi. To Lam. Zico. Del Piero receives it in a good position here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So we have movement on both benches.
Messi. El dorsal 22.
Beckenbauer.
Ronaldinho. El
And it's
dorsal
Maldini.
18. El dorsal
Closing in on the
17.
last quarter of an hour.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23. Agüero. El dorsal
Now it's
11.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Neymar. El dorsal 15. Hazard.
Seedorf.
El dorsal 6. Seedorf. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Neymar. Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. Hazard. Triol. Hazard. Neymar. Ronaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Hazard. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lahm, and he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer, passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Cruyff. It's Cruyff. Just 5 minutes left. And this is Cruyff's shot! Thuram. Hazard. Vieira. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer.
Un minuto de descuento.
And it's Zanetti. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Hazard. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Vamos a nuestros espectadores.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Barcelona against Brazil.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So things are underway.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. Lam. And it's Zanetti. And here's Del Piero. Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lam, Beckenbauer, and here's Zico, and this is Messi. Pedri, aims beyond the defence. Baresi, and it's Zico. Beckenbauer, neither of these two want to come off second best. And Zanetti. Brazil, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. And it's Lam. This is a promising build-up. David Villa! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
It's a good run down the right. That's going right the way across. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Brazil are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Zico. And here's Lee Kang-in. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zico. Zanetti. Ball played for Zico. Baresi. Beckenbauer. And it's Lam. And it's Zico. Nice sequence of passes this. Little pass back. For Lam. Beckenbauer. And here's Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Gorgeous! Just gorgeous!
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Bellingham. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Beckenbauer. Zico. Now it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Zico. And this is Messi. He'll try from distance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And here's Messi. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa is all... And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's quick to get rid. Beckenbauer. It's going to be another throw. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar receives it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Not the most accurate pass. Neymar has the space to scheme. We are into overtime. And they can counter here. Del Piero going forward. And this is Del Piero. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive set. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. That's tidy. Cross flung in towards the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini. And it's Zico. Beckenbauer. And this is Del Piero. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's made its way to him. Tries to play it through. But this is Zico. Very nicely done. And that's a throw-in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Was 61,052.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Oh, easy pickings there. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer proves just a little bit too strong.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Messi. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Messi. David Villa is in a really good... Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Shot a goal! He doesn't look too happy with that. Corner number 3 coming up. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Lahm. Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he can clear it away. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 8, Pedri. Number 19.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Del Piero.
20, Memphis.
Seedorf.
Number 14,
Marquinhos.
Eze. Number 24,
To Lahm.
Vitinha.
Now it's
Number
Kaká.
9,
It's a pretty loose pass.
Substitution.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Lahm. And it's Kaká. Now it's Del Piero. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's having a hit! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Zanetti. Pelé. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Zanetti. Eze cuts it out. Knocks it into space. Zanetti.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Zanetti. This looks promising. Can he get it through? Pelé has it out wide and in space. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Has been indicated.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaká. And it's Lahm. Zanetti. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them.
Shot a goal! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a throw. It's a promising position. He's on it. Can he get away? Mateus gets flagged offside. Lam. Baresi. And it's Thuram to Lam. Zanetti. David Villa. And this is Del Piero. Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bale. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Zanetti gets a foot in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely spread. Messi. Chance for a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Probing pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi. And it's Zanetti. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Beckenbauer. David Villa. And they're on him in a flash. And this is Del Piero.
Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Bale. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And this is Del Piero. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Counts.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Beckenbauer. Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. David Villa! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And the counter is on. Zico. And here's Messi. He's having a pop! Oh, crossbar! He's got away with one there.
Munich always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Space for him to turn and look. And that's a real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's a smartly directed ball. Gerrard. Now it's Maradona. Just past the 40th minute mark. That's an excellent interception. It's counts! No, just not quite.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Zico. Beckenbauer. And it's Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero! And yes, it's there! Brazil are back in business. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Brazil will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back on the way.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change.
Decent chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now it's Villa. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! And just like that, he's into double figures now. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just...
Goes for goal! Goal, Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Brazil leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Passing nice and neat. Maradona.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Maradona. He has found the way. It's Maradona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So time for change,
Cristiano
and this one has
Ronaldo.
been on the cards for a little
Number
while.
3, Sterling. Number 5.
Oh, good
Matthews.
line!
Number 13.
Boom header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Number 9, Didier Drogba. Number 10, Pele. Number 33, Danny Olmo. Number
Zanetti.
24, Desiree
Now it's
Doué.
Villa. Lam is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack, and he's managed to get free.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Look at the fail! Brilliant save! That's another chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Doué is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
11,
second corner of the game.
Bale. Coming on to replace him is number 17. Olise.
Impressive job!
Substitution in progress.
Kaká gets it away. In with the challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And he's intervened well there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Thuram. Seedorf. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Neymar. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Costa Curta. And it's Maradona. Kaká conjures time and space where few can. Messi. And Marquinhos. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Drogba. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kaká gets a good foot in there. And it's Drogba. And here's Doué. Little doubt, that is a foul. Kaká has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Tries one from range. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Seedorf. Brazil have a free kick. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's fabulous. And we're done. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
David Villa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Totti. And back to the keeper. Baresi. Now it's Zico. And it's Lam. And Zanetti. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zico. Taken back almost at once. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Beckenbauer. And it's Zico. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and
he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Haaland. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti. No goals as yet. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Ball's gone out of play. David Villa. Lam. Beckenbauer. And Zanetti. Zico. And this is Del Piero. And it's Zanetti. Foot in. That has ended up in no man's land. Baresi. And Zanetti. Lam. Beckenbauer. To Lam. And it's Zanetti. And it's Zico. David Villa. Now it's Zico. Tacho does well to get it back. Lam. Approaching the half-hour mark. And Zanetti. Beckenbauer. And this is Messi. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Thuram. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He's found a way through. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Totti did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pass somewhat off target. It's a lovely, neat pass. Haaland receives it in a wide position. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Del Piero. Beckenbauer. Messi. Lahm. Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Zanetti. Beckenbauer. David Villa. And this is Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. For Lahm. Now it's Villa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Baresi. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the shot! Brilliant! In he goes again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he's bustling through here. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Great ball if he can get there. There's the shot! Deftly away. He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Driven forward. Haaland might just make this. Passing is crisp and sharp. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's run loose here. And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. And it's Zico. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Haaland. Great chance! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cabo Verde have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Yamal. Great vision. And it's been played through. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Brazil are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. He's having a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Cabo Verde are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. And this is Messi. Oh, great chance! Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
It's a pretty loose pass. Adeyemi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. Cabo Verde have reclaimed it. That's an imaginative pass.
Brazil are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Good ball, good take. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Beckenbauer. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, o telão está exibindo o boletim informativo da Polícia Local.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play, and of course the right service into the box.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Zico. Couldn't squeeze it through. Quality ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar. David Villa. Can he get on the end of this? That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Not a lot we need to say about that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Lahm. Beckenbauer. Baresi. And Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. Baresi. And here's Messi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. cleared away. Baresi gets a foot in here. Gets a good foot in there. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Zanetti. And this is Del Piero! That was superb goalkeeping.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's been shifted off it. Looking for options for movement. Baresi. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Zico. He's found the way through. And he's really put himself on the line here. Neymar to take it as usual. Getting up there! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Lahm, Beckenbauer, Baresi, Lahm. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And there's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, that's a key interception. Zico.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Bellingham. Zico.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. Varane can clear it away. Beckenbauer. And here's Del Piero. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's well positioned here. Oh, well played, well played.
There will be 1 minute
And he's there to get it away. And he cuts out the supply. David Villa threads one in. Lahm gets over and intercepts. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rafael Varane. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. David Villa. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And Zanetti. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Maldini. Brazil still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Now it's Del Piero, and it's Zanetti. Salam. And it's Zico. This is a promising build-up. Zico takes a shot. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Just about up to the hour now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Messi. And this is Del Piero. He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
14,
choosing to make the first
Bellingham.
change.
Number 7, Neymar. Number 22, Zico. Number 11, David Villa. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lahm,
Coming on the field,
Beckenbauer.
number 8, Mateus.
Zico
Number 10,
is always playing with
Ronaldinho.
one eye on the spectacular.
Number 13, Matthias Cunha.
Mateus did
Number
well to
9,
step in there. That was
Sheshko.
more than necessary.
Number 21,
Tries one from range.
Haaland.
Haaland! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi. Beckenbauer, great defending, strong and determined. And here's Del Piero, goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi makes the interception. And here's Del Piero. No way through. David Villa. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Zanetti. Some intricate passing, look. He'll try from distance! Matthias Cunha. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Caught offside that time. Baresi to Lam. And it's Lam. Beckenbauer looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Messi. Zico.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Matheus Cunha is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, no joy this time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Attendees, this is a
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Brazil desperately...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Van Dijk. Pullet. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. This is a promising build-up.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely bit of skill.
And it's Vieira. Decent chance! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Distributed tidily.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pullet is the team's great visionary.
Ronaldinho. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, that is a great chance! And here's Eto'o. Played out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Oh, well played, well played.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Gullit.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Real chance!
Zico. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Platini. Shot, surely! Oh, good finish.
And this is getting better and better.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now.
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Iniesta. He's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Platini. And here's Eto'o.
Out towards the flank.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gullit. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking to play him in.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Van Dijk. Platini can see things others simply cannot. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. That's the end of the first 45. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Neymar! And yes, it's there! It is an explosive start to the second half. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Aims beyond the defence. And it's made its way. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Pull it. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, this is a great... Pelé! Lam plays it all the way forward. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Eto'o. And it's Gullit. Might be danger here. And a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And he's there to get it away.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger.
Goes for a shot! Pull it. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 17, camisa 22, camisa 21, Neymar. Deixando o campo para a entrada dele.
Forced to go back,
Camisa 4,
and he's picked it up out wide.
camisa 6.
Oh, it's a great... Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager...
Can he finish? Nicely spread.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Iniesta. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Owen. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. And he welcomes it in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi. Great vision. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lam. Threads one in. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. And here's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. So much time and space here. Beckenbauer, nicely weighted ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Not the most accurate pass. Mateus, showing great feet there. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that was vital. Lam. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Oh, a gilt-edged chance!
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Iniesta. And this is Cruyff. And this is Iniesta. And this is Cruyff. So that's it. It is all over. Brazil cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brazil desperately failing to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half.
And Del Piero! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Neymar. And he's intervened well there. And here's Son Heung-min. Spread to the right. Now it's Messi. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's burst through. And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Tchouaméni, still goalless. Dani Olmo can see things, others simply cannot. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's well spotted. Aubameyang might just make this. Now it's Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. Seedorf gets it away. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is ended up in no man's land. Tchouaméni. And it's Zanetti. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tchouaméni. And it's Ferdinand. That's been intercepted.
He read that
Oh, he's all alone! Big chance! Looking for the run. Quality ball. Davids. Great vision. He's through here. And he's in on goal. That's very neat. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Messi. Tchouaméni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Dani Olmo. And this is Son Heung-min. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now takes a shot! Now what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Tchouaméni. And it's Davids. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Lahm. Lobbed in behind. Davids showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lam, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found the chance! Dani Olmo, now it's Son Heung-min. Passes short and sharp. Now this could be a chance. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Brazil certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chouameni. He's having a hit! Oh, crossbar! Over to the right flank. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi! That is some save from Khan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Davids. Played back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Del Piero. Brazil can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's been slipped through. Now it's Aubameyang. Shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to get it clear. Davids. He's cut it out. Davids! Goal! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And it's Son Heung-min. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now it's Messi. Oh, they could break here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chouameni. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Lam. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Neymar. Just about up to 75 minutes. Dani Olmo. Plenty to aim at here.
Messi.
Messi carries the ball down the right.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23. Camisa 21. Neymar. Camisa 17. Camisa 22.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Camisa 20.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Camisa 6. Substituição em andamento.
And he's forced to go back.
Now it's Bellingham. And it's Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Might be danger here.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alarm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's full on! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Rui Costa. And it's Lam.